My name is Jeneen. I run a company called 21 Stories. We are a social media marketing agency. So what we do is we come up with strategies, we produce content, we run the community, and we help a brand grow their business and their community online. On the side, I also am an influencer. I don't usually like to call myself that, but that's what the industry calls us. So I talk about lifestyle brands, lifestyle products. Yeah. I think I would like to save more money. I would like to try and save maybe say 20% of my monthly income, and also probably would like to learn and try and start investing as well. Financial issues, not saving enough. Yeah, definitely not saving enough. I shop online too much. I was very excited when I found out about this platform. To be honest, I've never really heard about it before Anna contacted me. I think I'm really looking forward to trying to learn more about how to be more financially savvy. Like to find out more about yeah, maybe how to start investing and things like that. Just interested to find out more about finance. Yeah.
So, Rohith Murthy, I'm the founder of singsaver.com.sg. We are a financial comparison site. We compare all the personal finance products, so we help Singaporeans pick the best, financial products and empower them to make, great financial decisions and lead healthy financial lives. So I've been running SingSaver for about 3 years now. Prior to that, I was a banker. I, was a banker for about 10 years. I started my banking career here. I studied here in Singapore. And as far as I'm concerned, I have a family, a young family. My wife is from Transylvania. I have 3 kids, 2 daughters and a baby boy. I think that my first sort of experience with dealing with finance was when I moved to Singapore and started studying here, and I used to live with my mom then because the rest of my family was still back in India. I had a scholarship and an allowance, but my mom and I, we had to sort of manage with whatever allowance I had. So that really kept me, it was the first time I was thinking about money because my parents had taken care of me really well when I was studying in junior college and before. So kept me awake at night because you suddenly realize that you have a sort of very kind of strict budget that you need to stick to, but you're a student, there's a lot of things you want to do, but then at the same time, you have to be very careful. So I think that really it kept me awake at night because it's probably things that taught me to be a lot more frugal. I would think about how do you get the same thing at a much better price and so on, or how can I afford this, or should I buy that pair of jeans, or do I really need that? So it really was sort of like a watershed moment for me because I never thought about these things when I grew up. So it's probably something that comes to mind, and it was very pivotal in terms of how I started looking at finance after that. I think couple come to mind. I think one definitely the day I got to know I have a baby daughter. She was born in Romania and I was here in Singapore, and I couldn't make it for the delivery, but I had to take a really long, like 3 flights to get there. And when I sat on the flight, I just realized that, wait, I suddenly have someone who's really dependent on me. And I sat down and made like a whole checklist of things that I need to prepare to welcome my daughter. And this was like, I've never had life insurance. I needed a life insurance policy. I needed medical insurance for her. Obviously when she comes back here, I need to make sure, we have a baby cot and a car seat, and you just suddenly realize that there is someone who's really depending on you, and you need to now start thinking about that someone, and you need to secure your income, you secure your family. So I think that was one of the big decisions I had to take, and it just hit me. As much as you have the whole joy of having a new sort of member in the family, you also realize this sudden sort of responsibility. I think the other thing was, I guess, my mom's also, not been really well. I mean, she has like this very rare kind of nerve disorder. So I think there was a time when I realized that, the fact that she can at any point in time have an attack and she might need a surgery. So I needed to park a good amount of my income, in order to, take care of her. And I think initially, I guess it was a little overwhelming because you really didn't know when it was going to happen, but then over a period of time I overcame it, because now it's pretty clear that I don't assume that everything's going to be fine. I park a good part of my budget to say that let's prepare for the worst. I mean, prepare for the worst or hope for the best. So I think those are the two that come to mind. But yeah, I mean, for me, now that I have a baby boy, I mean, I was a lot better prepared. But when I had a baby daughter, it was a big financial decision, if anything. For a guy who's worked in a bank for 10 years, I thought I was well prepared, but I wasn't.